So my family and I recently moved into a new apartment and we brought most of our stuff with us, but one of the items we left behind was this rickety old bookshelf, super raggedy, that was falling apart and badly needed to be retired. So for weeks we had boxes and suitcases full of books just sitting around looking for a home to call their own while we searched and searched for a replacement home for them. After a few trips to IKEA, and I mean a few, and other furniture stores, as well as websites and Facebook marketplaces and all types of stuff like that, we eventually found something we liked, and after building it and loading it up with all our books, something felt a little off. It took me a second to figure out why, but the reason was that I was missing some of my favorite books, including 5 of my favorite spiritual titles. These are some of the books that helped propel me to where I am today, and a bookshelf without them didn't really feel like a bookshelf. See, look, I read them all digitally on Kindle, and even though it's a bit wasteful, I decided to go online and purchase hard copies of them. Look, some of them were used, okay? Don't kill me, alright? But anyway, in this video, I'm going to share with you my 5 favorite spiritual books. Some of them you may have read, some of them you may have not, and if you haven't, you need to get on that ASAP, because they'll change your life, change your perspective, and in turn, change everything you got going on for the better. So here it is, my top 5 favorite spiritual books. So let's get started. Intertransition, something. All right, whatever. We'll cut it in. Okay, so the first book is Remembering Your Spirit by Chabus. This is the first spiritual-based book that I read, and the best part about it is how I came to read it in the first place. See, it randomly appeared one day in my Kindle, so I decided, why not give it a read? It seems like some type of sign. As I got into it, I noticed the author and I were very similar. We lived in the same city, had the same major, he went to culinary school, which was something I was into. You know, I like to throw down in the kitchen a little bit.
Next step is to fold in the
Okay, I know what you're thinking. I mean, I'm no Iron Chef, but I'm better than this guy, okay?
What does fold in the cheese mean?
So after a few pages and learning all this, I was hooked. The only difference was how we started our spiritual journey. He suffered a tragic event in his life when his girlfriend was killed in the 9/11 attacks. As horrible of an event that was for him, it led him down a path as he followed the signs and synchronicities of life until he became the man he is today. What makes it even more special is that he eventually became a Reiki master and hypnotherapist, along with some other things, of course. At the time I was reading it, I was also considering becoming a hypnotherapist as well as Reiki master, and it's one of the main reasons that I actually ended up pursuing Reiki in the first place. If you want to know more about his journey and the things he went through, I picked this one up. You won't be disappointed. Remembering Your Spirit. Alright, so the next book is The Power Now by Eckart Tolle, or Eckart Tolle. I'm not really sure how it's pronounced. This was one of the most eye-opening books I've ever read in my life. Fresh off of reading Remembering Your Spirit, I was going with the flow and just following the signs being placed in front of me. That's when one of my best friends suggested the book to me. So later that day, I downloaded it and started reading it. In The Power Now, Eckart Tolle helps you understand who you truly are by removing the layers of false self that keep you identified with your body and mind. He offers simple guidance to help you navigate the hardships of life by encouraging you to live in the present moment, the only moment that truly exists. By dwelling on the past, we bring ourselves depression. By dwelling on the future, anxiety. By learning to be present, we're able to live in the moment and allow a greater intelligence to guide us. This is my 4th copy of the book. I've printed out that many times and purchased it, but I can't keep buying copies, so this one's gonna stay on the shelf, at least for a while until I give it out again. Power Now. Next book on the list is Journey of Souls by Michael Newton. Michael Newton takes you on a remarkable journey into your life in between lives. If you're new to the concept of reincarnation or past lives, or your religion is against it, this may be a scary topic for you. But I encourage you not to close yourself off or shy away from this one, as you will most likely find that it will strengthen your understanding and teachings of your religion. Similar to past life regression hypnotherapy, Michael guides his clients into a state where they're able to recall their soul's journey after death, but before their next life, so that in-between space. The descriptions the client gives are just breathtaking and mind-boggling of the spirit world, painting a picture of life after death like no other. And whether you choose to believe it or not, you'll benefit greatly from the expansion of perception this book gives you. And also, if you're a fan of that new Disney movie Soul, which you probably are, you'll absolutely love this one. So check it out, Journey of Souls. Alright, next book is The Alchemist. This book is a classic, I promise you. It has a backbone of spirituality so strong it'll leave you wondering who wrote this. At least it did for me. I'm not a writer, so instead of a dull summary I'd give you for this book, possibly spoiling the ending or something like that, I'm going to read the Amazon description. It's just a little bit better than what I would say. So, Paulo Coelho's masterpiece tells the magical story of Santiago, an Andalusian shepherd boy. Okay, look, The Alchemist doesn't really need any hyping up. It's an amazing story, and if you made it this far without falling asleep, you're equally as amazing. If you like what you're watching so far, click that subscribe button and hit that bell to be notified of any future content coming up. But yeah, let's get back to it. Enough talking about it. Just take it as an omen that you should read this book, okay? The Alchemist. Alright, so last but not least is Untethered Soul. Try not to get the ring light on there. Whatever. Alright, this book is a little similar to The Power Now, but the way Michael A. Singer explains life will truly open you up. He speaks about the energetic nature of our emotions and brings life into perspective by doing so. He helps you go inwards to discover your true self. He talks about the flow of things, the need for balance, and the necessity for an open heart in order to live life to the fullest. Regardless of the situation you're put in, through awareness, you'll learn to observe and let things flow through you instead of holding them in and letting them get, stuck and stagnated within the body. If you're looking for a good self-help book, spirituality based, then this is the book for you. Okay, so that's my top 5.
He can't even read.
Okay, so that's my top 5 list. I'm gonna put the books down in the description so you can pick them up if you like. If you've read any of these books, leave a comment on what you think about them. And if you have any recommendations for me, I'd love to hear them. Leave those in the comment box as well. And if you liked this video and found it helpful, drop a like. And if you're looking to grow spiritually, hit subscribe for more helpful content like this. So now go stop watching TV and pick up these books and get to reading. All right. Talk to you later. Peace.